This reminds me, Rihanna released a sunscreen maybe like a year ago. Someone was like, oh my God, girl, like it's wintertime. What are you talking about?
She's like, oh girl, I guess you like wrinkles then.
Yeah, literally.
So funny.
The internet is in a mad dash to get this grocery store sunscreen. But why all the fuss over a grocery store sunscreen? Let's back up. Summer is here, and sunscreen is super important. The problem for many people is the all too familiar experience of sunscreen leaving a white residue on your face, especially for people of color. The good news is we have found an amazing sunscreen that works great and leaves no trace of residue on your skin. Supergoop Unseen. This brings us to the knockoff. Kroger, yes, the grocery store, sells a store brand dupe that fans say rivals Supergoop, but for a fraction of the cost. We spoke to Wirecutter updates writer Caira Blackwell to see what she had to say about it. Hey Caira, how are you doing?
Hi Haley, I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Would you mind telling me what you do for Wirecutter?
I'm an updates writer for Wirecutter. I usually work on health, fitness, beauty, baby kid, all of it.
Which is why I really wanted to come to you, because I feel like this is really right in the middle of all of this. What is Supergoop and why is it always running out?
Supergoop is the Unseen sunscreen, which is a chemical sunscreen that goes on basically invisible, and everybody is loving it. It's very popular on all the sites. It's like a cult favorite now, which is why it's always selling out.
What makes this different?
It is still a sunscreen, but it has a gel-like consistency, so it's not at all what you would expect. Whereas most sunscreens can come off like really white and like oozy or runny, this sunscreen comes out of the bottle like a clear gel, and when you put it on, it is invisible to the eye, so there's like no chance of you getting a white cast. They have two versions of the Unseen sunscreen. One is 0.68 fluid ounces, the bigger version is 1.7 fluid ounces. It's like this big.
What was it like to test with this product?
Testing with this product was pretty unique in that pretty much every other sunscreen that we tried will leave a white cast on either really fair skin or really dark skin. But with this Unseen sunscreen being an invisible gel, like there's absolutely no chance that it can leave those white, streaky, like ghost-like finishes on your face, which was beloved by all of our testers. The only downside is that like sometimes if you have like more oily skin, you might feel like it's a little bit too greasy, but otherwise like everybody loved it.
I want you to set the record straight. Is Kroger Sunscreen the same as Supergoop Unseen sunscreen?
Okay. The Kroger Invisible Gel just did not live up to my expectations. But when I got it and I tried it, I shook up the bottle and I was all excited. I spread it out on my hand and it came out in like white chunks. And it was not invisible, which means that the texture was inconsistent, did not spread well because it was really oily. It had a very overly synthetic smell. It did rub in really well, but I just didn't think that the quality was like living up to the Unseen Sunscreen's version.
Do you recommend the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen?
I definitely do recommend it. I will say that it is a splurge, and I would say that's more for people who are going to be wearing makeup or who have like dry to combo skin, because it has the same ingredient as like a makeup primer. I would say like you're definitely going to use it if you just want to like have a clear finish, you're trying to like have a perfect face, you're going to an interview, like this is the sunscreen to use.
People on the internet may be clamoring for an $11 dupe, but in our tests, the Kroger version of the sunscreen didn't live up to Supergoop's Unseen. It doesn't have Unseen's smooth consistency, and it has more of a chemical smell. Their formulas are also identifiably different when side to side. The Kroger brand overall looks inconsistent when compared to Supergoop's Unseen sunscreen, with the Kroger sunscreen selling at $10.99 for a 3-ounce bottle, and the Supergoop Unseen sunscreen selling at both $34 for a 1.7 ounce and $20 for 0.68 ounces. You clearly get more buying Kroger, but you're potentially getting a sunscreen that might not be what you're looking for, but it's still rubbed in well. If you want to learn more about our sunscreen picks, head on over to Wirecutter and check out our sunscreen guides for more tips on how to keep your skin healthy and protected this summer. Thanks for watching our video on sunscreen. Be sure to check out our other videos, like and subscribe.